Guys, this is not good at games, and yeah, it's been a while that I haven't been uploading any videos on YouTube. So it has been 3 weeks now that I was not uploading any video games or any videos per se. The thing is that I have been busy with my real life stuff, and right now there's not really so much games that are interesting for me. And I was trying to finish a lot of games, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. In this video, I want to talk about The Witcher 3. So I finally finished The Witcher 3. Yeah, it actually took me a year or so to finish the game. It's not that I never wanted to play the game or it wasn't interesting or it was anything like that. It was more like when I was trying to play the game, there was always a game that was releasing a couple weeks later. The next week was there's a game was that looks interesting to me, and that I went to play because what I hate is being late compared to other people that are playing it or played it before I do or finished it before I do. So that's kind of sucks, and I have to try to finish the game before they do, but it's not challenging. So yeah, tomorrow it's actually very interesting. There's 3 games that are going to be released that I'm interested in: Resident Evil 7, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and Tales of Vesperia. I think that's how you pronounce that word. There's another one I think that's going to be released next week, but I'm not going to buy it. I will wait for it. But that's the newest Digimon game. But for that, I will have to wait because I will have enough games to play and talk about. So tomorrow we'll be playing Resident Evil 7 first, and then after I finish Resident Evil, we'll go with Kingdom Hearts. Only the 0 0.2 mission of episode, whatever it's called, and then I will play Tales. So now, I want to talk about The Witcher 3. So like I said at first, I never had time to play The Witcher 3 because there was always a game releasing the next week and so on and so on. And when it came out, I actually played the game. I bought it on the Xbox because I had no games on the Xbox. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't have a game on Xbox. I will buy it, and I bought it, and so on. So, and then what happened is the game was interesting. Obviously, the game is broken as hell. It is still broken, but it's not broken like like it used to be when the game came out. But even if it is broken, the game is the greatest for me. For me right now, it's actually the greatest video game ever made. So basically, The Witcher 3, when it came out, I played it on the Xbox One, and then after killing the Griffin mission, I stopped playing on the Xbox, and I bought a PC. So I bought the PC, my first gaming PC, and then I was like, you know what? The Witcher 3 is actually very cheap. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to play on the game because it's actually a good gaming PC, and I'm able to play on a 60 FPS highest quality. But then I was wrong. I bought it on PC, was happy, but every single time I was trying to play the game on my first PC, it was always crashing. It was on high quality. I always had to drop the quality on low or medium, actually low, and 30 FPS to make the game playable. If it was on high or 60 FPS or medium 60 FPS, or 60 FPS only on low quality, it was crashing. I don't know if my PC had a problem. Obviously it did. And then, I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to play the game anymore. And anyways, there was other games that I was releasing, and then I was playing other games, and then I was like, you know what? I need a good gaming PC, and I bought one. Now I'm able to play all the games on the highest quality without any problems with 60 FPS. But first, I was like, you know what? I have to finish The Witcher 3. I started playing on the PlayStation 4 now. I bought it on the PlayStation 4, even if I had it on the Xbox One. I bought it on the PlayStation 4 because it was very cheap. I saw it for $20, and I was like, you know what? I had to buy it. It's already better quality than the Xbox version, so I bought it on the I bought it on the PlayStation 4, and after I reach Skellige, the first time you go to Skellige, the second island, I stopped playing it. On the PlayStation 4. The reason why is because when I was playing on my second gaming PC that came out, I had a problem with the hard drive. So my hard drive busted up. You know, for some reason it stopped working. So I wasn't able to play the game. So basically, I played the game first on PC, on my second PC, on my second gaming PC that right now it's working well, very powerful and stuff. And I was playing on, like I said, on my PC. And one day, for some reason, my hard drive never worked. So on my PC, I actually reached Novigrad. After you know what happens with Siri, with Dandelion, and you know what's going on with Dandelion, and that you have to rescue him, and then that's where I stopped playing before. That's where I actually stopped because of my hard drive that for some reason stopped working. It was malfunctioning, and I had to send it back to the company, and they would send me a new one, and I had to wait for 2 weeks before I get the second hard drive. And then while I was waiting, I had no games to play because I was playing all my video games on PC from now on. And so I was like, you know what, okay, since I don't have any games to play, even if I have a lot of games to play on PlayStation 4, I was like, you know what, since I was not able to play any games on PC, I will buy The Witcher 3 again on the PlayStation 4. I bought it, and I reached Skellige. That's, like I said at the beginning, I reached Skellige before saying that I was playing on the PC. So I reached Skellige, I stopped again, and because there was new games releasing, such as Deus Ex, Doom, and so on and so on. Overwatch, for example, there's World of Warcraft, the Legion expansion, and there was the Call of Duty that I was playing on the Black Ops 3 Call of Duty. Now the Infinite Warfare, I got it, but I'm not playing it anymore. I was playing CS:GO, other games. Dishonored 2 right now, a couple weeks ago, Mafia 3, and so on, and I had no time to play any other video games. So The Witcher 3. So I reached Skellige on the PlayStation 4. I'm still playing it, and again, I was like disappointed that I was never able to play the game because I was reading comments and seeing everybody talking so much about this game, that it was incredible, beautiful game and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I have to finish the game someday. And I saw that when they gave the Game of the Year awards and so on, and I saw that they gave the second the Blood and Wine one of the best DLCs ever, or RPG and so on. They gave like Game of the Year, I think, and it was released and stuff. And when that happened, there was The Witcher 1 and Witcher 2 that they were cheap. I bought them both, and then I played the first. It took me a while, but I finished it. The second mission is a pain in the ass, but whatever. On The Witcher 1, the graphics are, for me, they're weird, but it's a beautiful game. The Witcher 1 is an incredible game. I'm sure when it came out, the graphics were like, oh god damn, those are the bomb. Like when the Nintendo 64 came out, those the Mario 64 were incredible. The graphics from before, they're still one of the best. But they're pixely right now. If you play on a 1080p 4K TV, it's gonna be weird. But yeah. So I finished the first on 20 hours because I put it on easy, or probably 15 hours or 20 or so, because I put it on easy. I was like, I have to finish the first. I know a lot of people said that I don't really have to play the first and the second to play. I was reading comments that we didn't really have to play the first and the second before playing The Witcher 3, but you had to read a couple of the books to know a little bit of Yennefer and other characters. But they said that if you play the first and the second, you will know some characters and so on. And I played the first, I finished it really quick. I played the second. The second I played on normal, I finished it real quick. And then I played the third. Finally, let's just say that I finally finished the third. And is it an incredible game? Fuck yeah, it is. Is it the best? Fuck yeah, it is. Of course, there's still some glitches and stuff. The game is still broken but it's less broken compared to what it was when it came out. Even if I didn't reach the end of the game when it came out. But the funny part is that when it came out, I was playing on normal or easy, I think, because I wasn't used to playing the game. So I was like, I have to play on easy. And then when the vacation started, the holidays vacation started, and I finished the first, the second, and I was playing the third. I was like, okay, I will play on normal. I was like, too easy. Okay, fuck it. I will change the difficulty I went to. Again, I play on hard mode. I reached Skellige. I was like, okay, hard mode is freaking easy. I have to go to the hardest difficulty, Death March. So I finished my first gameplay-ish of The Witcher 3 on Death March. I'm currently playing the Hearts of Stones DLC. I already met Shani, and we went to her wedding and stuff. I mean, not her wedding, but it's her friend's wedding. But yeah, the thing is that The Witcher 3 is one of a kind. It's a beautiful game. Of course, there's so many things that it's weird, when you're playing, and then there's some sex scenes. I mean, sex is normal for me and stuff. But what I meant by weird is that when there's those sex scenes, it's when there's somebody with you, and there's like, someone knocks on your door, opens the door, or hears the noises, or like listens. I mean, hear the noises. The morning. I don't know how to say that word, but anyways, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, jeez. I had to play with headsets, but even with headsets, when I wasn't playing. It's funny because when I was playing with headsets, it doesn't happen. But then when I'm not playing with any headsets, that happens. And I was like, oh, okay, I learned my lesson, and yeah. But anyways, the game is incredible. There's so many things that you have to do. I already did the first on Skellige and on the main on Novigrad and White Orchard. I opened all the treasures. I opened everything. I destroyed all the nests on Skellige. It was a pain in the ass, but I did it. I finally got all the treasures. On the water. They were pain in the ass, but I got them. I got every single mutagens. I think mutagens to make the kind of like special potions. I made all the potions on superior. My character skills they were terrible, but I think they nerfed it when later on future patches. Because when the game came out, it was actually pretty hard, and on Death March, it was quite challenging, I think. And they reduced the damage of the enemy that they were doing, but it was still challenging. At first, it was challenging, but then later on, when you get better gear, better weapons and stuff, it gets easy. And Death March is beautiful. Even if it was the highest difficulty, it wasn't that really challenging. So yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to say is that this game is actually a 10 out of 10 for me. Of course, this game came out a year ago in 2015, but now it's 2017, obviously. But like a year and a month or in a couple months later that the game came out. So yeah. Am I going to? Am I going to enjoy Cyberpunk 2077? Fuck yeah, I am. Do I wish that there's a Witcher 4? Maybe, maybe not. The game, how it ended, on the main, I'm not sure about how the Blood and Wine ends, but I think the way it ended, the main game, I think there's going to be a game. It depends on which end you get. I got the where Ciri becomes the Witcher, a Witcher. So yeah. So far what I know is that there's 3 different endings: where she becomes the Witcher, the Empress, or where she dies. I got the one that the Witcher is the Witcher. I think for me that's one of the best. It's the best ending, but for a lot of people, what I was reading about is that where she becomes the Empress is actually the best. But I don't know. But anyways, so this is gonna be it for this video. Like I said, I apologize that I have been not uploading a lot of videos. Starting tomorrow, I will be playing Resident Evil 7 on my Twitch account. Anyways, so this is gonna be it. I'm probably gonna be scared tomorrow, but we'll see how it's gonna go. I'm not playing with VR because I'm playing on Steam, and VR is actually not cheap. So yeah, we'll have to pass on that. But anyways, this is my video for The Witcher 3. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.